Hi Aries, this is your general reading for August 2017. It is a general reading and will not resonate with all of you Aries out there. If you know your moon and rising signs, you should watch those videos as well to give you a better idea of what August has in store for you. I want to thank everybody for watching, liking, subscribing, sharing, commenting. It means so much to me that I have been able to reach so many people, and when people leave me comments about the validation of what I'm saying, it makes me want to do this even more and reminds me of why I do the private readings that I do. For this reading, I am using the Raven's Prophecy Tarot by Maggie Stiefvater. I'm also using the Handel Tarot deck by Herman Handel and the Life Purpose Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. For those of you who are new to this channel, I want to let you know that for starters, I do not read reverse cards. And secondly, I will tell you exactly what I see, feel, and hear without exception. Sometimes those things can be a little bit negative, and that is only so that you have kind of an advance warning of what might be coming your way so that you'll know how to handle it when it does come up. It is not to offend or to hurt anybody's feelings. It is just to give you some warning. So Aries, let's see what August has in store for you. At the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Swords. Okay, so you have 4 out of 8 of your cards being wands. So that's a good indicator that this is going to be probably a very passionate month for you. A lot going on. Your emotions are probably going to be spanning from one end of the spectrum to the other. But to start off with, so we're leaving July and entering August on the 3 of Coins. And it's paired with the 7 of Swords. I feel like you're keeping something a secret from people. I think that you're making plans or have made plans or have something in the works and you're keeping it to yourself or keeping it very low key anyway. And you're not sharing your plans with anybody else. You're trying to avoid or prevent any kind of fighting or drama going on by keeping it to yourself. And for some of you, I think this has to do with kids, the 3 of Coins. Although for some it could be financial, which we will get to, but for others, I feel like this has to do with children. Maybe you are taking your kids somewhere. Maybe you're leaving a partnership and taking your kids, moving them somewhere. And so you're trying to keep this quiet until you actually make the move. For others, it could be that you've been putting money aside and keeping that a secret. I don't feel like it's like thousands and thousands of dollars, but I feel like you've put enough away that you can make your escape. And this is enabling you to keep your plans quiet. I think there's also you're trying to avoid not only saying things, but saying mean things or having someone else say mean things to you. So this is part of why you're keeping things quiet. For about the second week of August, we have the Ace of Wands. paired with the Six of Wands. So something is brewing within you. I feel like this has probably been, if this is a deep-rooted thing, I feel like this is, whatever this situation is that you're walking away from or leaving, I think that this has been coming for a very long time. I think it's been growing inside of you, this feeling of discontentment or just knowing that something isn't right in the current situation. And finally, the fire has been lit. I feel as if there is no stopping you now. And you're jumping from the ace all the way to the six. So I think you've done your research. You've done what you needed to do. This is not just a fly by the seat of your pants type thing. I think you've thought about what this situation entails and what it means for you to leave the situation that you're in. You've decided that keeping this to yourself is the best way to go about it to avoid conflict. And I think you're going in the right direction. I think you've got all your ducks in a row, basically. So for about the third week, we have the Knight of Cups. And it's paired with the Eight of Cups. Timing is off for something. Whether you... Okay, so you're leaving one situation and moving on to another. I don't know whether you've signed a lease or a purchase agreement or something for another place to live. And maybe the person that you're renting from has said, you know what, the house isn't actually going to be ready for another month. So you're going to be getting the news, but you're going to have to walk away anyway, because by the third week of August, I feel like you've shared your plans with someone and there is no staying anymore. So be prepared for some alternate plans to have to be made. The other thing could be with the timing here is that maybe if you are getting a new landlord, maybe they're calling a landline instead of a cell phone. They've left a message and saying, oh, your house is going to be ready a week earlier than we had planned. So now the cat's out of the bag. The person or people that you're leaving now know what's going on because of this message. But I feel as if there is some kind of message or communication coming from where you're going to. And you have no choice but to make the exit. There is no going back because you've kept it so quiet all this time. And now the timing has changed. There is no going back. You have to go forward. Now, for the last week of August, we have the Five of Wands. Paired with the Four of Wands. And to me, this says that things are being blown out of proportion. I think that in your mind, you are very overwhelmed by this whole, you thought you had everything laid out, you thought you had everything planned down to the day, down to the hour, how this was all going to go. And because this timing has changed, you feel like everything is blowing up in your face. But that's not the case. It hasn't gotten that bad yet, and you're going to have a chance to get out before it actually does get that bad. It could also be that there is someone or other people there to help you along to douse some of the flames that are coming up and to get them back under control for you so that you can move forward in a way that is more productive. Okay, I'm going to pull a few cards from the Handle Tarot deck for some clarification, validation, or additional information. And then I'm going to pull a few cards from the Life Purpose Oracle cards. And I'm using those as, instead of as life purpose, I'm using them as an indicator of overall theme for August for you, Aries. Bottom of this deck, we have the Nine of Cups, which is the Wish Come True card. So the first card that came up for you is the Empress. That is paired with the Six of Swords and the Eight of Stones. So when I look at all three of these, it's telling me that the move that you think you're making may not actually be the one that you are making. I feel like there's some kind of interference coming in here that's going to help you. Besides the fact that the place that you want to move to, the timing is off for now. I feel that there's someone coming to your rescue. There's someone helping you out here. And I feel like whatever move you're going to be making is not the one you had anticipated. It's probably going to be further than you had anticipated, but you're up for it. I feel like you. So the Six of Swords is about science and learning and knowledge, and the Eight of Stones is about knowledge. So I feel like you have, because you've done your research and you've been sitting on this for so long and you have things planned out so well, I feel like even though there's a change in location and a change in the how aspect of things, you've got it all under control. Now, as for theme, this is all very natural, we'll say, because we have body work, flowers, and animals. All of these things are very fundamental. They all are some sort of therapeutic way of dealing with things. Body work, exercise, nutrition. Flowers are very natural and essential. Animals are as pure as they come. So remember that that is where everything has to come from for you for the month of August. Go back to the basics. You don't need anything beyond what is already being given to you. You don't need a whole bunch of money. You don't need the biggest house. You go back to the basics, the fundamentals. That is where you're going to get the most support and how you're going to be successful. So Aries, it looks like you're going to have a little bit of upheaval in your life for August, but it's nothing that you can't get through. I think you've done your research, you know what you have to do, and you've been sitting on this long enough to know how to work your way through it. Also, remember that toward the end of the month, there is a person or people that are going to be there to run an interference for you so that you can make the necessary changes. You're not in this on your own. So even though your timing and possibly the place that you want to move to is going to be kind of messed up a little bit, you're still getting out. Things are still going to go your way. You still have everything you need. Allow for the help to come in and allow for the changes to occur. If you would like a private reading, you can email me at traveler with 2 L's 1230 at gmail.com and we'll set up a date and time. As of right now, I'm looking at booking for mid-September. So if you would like one for about the second or third week right now, I should get your message probably pretty soon in order to set this up. Otherwise, good luck getting through these few hurdles that are coming your way, and I'll see you back here in a couple of weeks to see what the end of August has in store for you.